Hey everyone, my name is Michael Estabrooks from michaelestabrooks.com. Just want to do a little vlog quickly of what I've been doing this past week from a work standpoint. Last week I focused on creating my new site. It's going to be a smoothie recipe and health recipe website. At the same time, I'm working on my stock photo website, which is www.sleekstockphotos.com. That is a site that's dedicated to automotive photography and videos. It's all free downloaded. You can use any photos that you want as long as you give credit. I'm also working on my personal blog. I just posted up a couple articles on networking, on what I did this past weekend, which I'll get into in a couple minutes, and also the advantages and some of the challenges of being an entrepreneur. As some of you might know, I just graduated from Penn State University up in Erie, and it's been a challenge of deciding whether or not I want to take a corporate job or go work for myself. During this past semester, I focused most of my time on day trading, pretty much 9 to 5. I was in the computer lab in front of the charts, trading penny stocks and small cap NASDAQ stocks. And it was a great experience and opportunity for myself. It was something I've been wanting to do for a while on a consistent basis, and I always had a reason why I didn't think I would be able to, or I didn't have the right software, I didn't have enough capital. And Timothy Sykes, go to TimothySykes.com, really inspired me to take the chance and to figure a way of the capital I had, of actually taking the risk and actually forcing myself to find ways to trade with the money I had. If that meant not be able to deal with the pattern day trading rule, which means I wasn't able to trade more than a couple times a day, or more than a couple times a week, but using that to my advantage of just focusing on smart trades instead of over trading. So that was day trading has been one of the first opportunities that I really created for myself, and it's still something I try to do on a regular basis. But one of the disadvantages of it is that you only make money when you're actually at the computer. And for me, one of the goals of my life is to create a passive income stream. Pat Flynn from smartpassiveincome.com. It was a great inspiration. I watched all his audio podcasts, which I'd recommend for everyone to watch. Some of the advantages of creating a passive income is that you still make money even if you aren't at a computer. So some of that might be writing great content, managing a niche marketing site or a niche site of some type through keyword research and through Google SEOing. It might be from creating YouTube videos to creating ebooks, creating apps for the iPhone or the Android stores. All of these items or all these areas allow you to bring in extra money, whether or not you're actually there, whether or not you're managing something. And it's similar to owning almost a franchise, where even if you're not at, say you own a Subway, even if you aren't there, you are able to still bring in income. You have employees working for you, you have the manager at a store, you have employees below them, and you're able to maximize the profit potential of that, whether or not you're actually there. For some of you, I guess the next item I want to talk on is sleek images or sleek stock photos, and that was something that was this website I created with my roommate over this past semester, and it was kind of a random idea. I just kind of popped out of nowhere, of joking about there doesn't seem to be very many free stock photo websites, especially for automotive enthusiasts. And both of us have taken a lot of photos on that area, so we decided to start posting a bunch of automotive photography that we had compiled, and trying to make sure we actually SEO it to the best of our potential to maximize our showing up, to maximize the potential of showing up in Google search keywords and also in Google Images, drawing traffic to our website. My main revenue source off of that is affiliate marketing and Google AdSense. So far, it's been one of the best opportunities I had. From a website standpoint, I learned a lot from my roommate on how to SEO properly, and also doing a lot of research from Neil Patel and some other guys I found on YouTube and on Google, to learning advanced marketing, SEOing techniques, how to maximize the speed of your website, making sure it's properly indexed and you have a proper sitemap to allow Google bots or Bing bots to actually come through your website and see what everything is doing. The third thing I'm working on right now is Maximum Evolution, which is my smoothie recipe website and health food website, and I'll also be throwing in some exercises and just healthy lifestyle tips. Obviously, as an entrepreneur and as a business person, I'm always busy. I'm always out networking, always talking to new people, always hanging out with friends. And one of the downsides of that is, trying to hit my calories for the day. I love to work out, so I'm always trying to make sure I get enough food in to continue to grow. But one of the downsides is, having to be smart and having to plan out my day a little bit, so I'm not, sitting at 6 o'clock at night trying to eat all my food. So one of the things I've always been intrigued in since I was younger has been smoothies. It's one of my favorite foods. You'll see me a lot with some type of drink in my hand. It's usually some thrown together recipe, but for the last about 4 to 5 years, I've been writing down all the recipes, trying to compile different ways of combining fruits and vegetables, protein sources, protein from protein powders to yogurt to cheese, and just trying to combine them into healthy meal replacements and just food I can take on the go with me that lasts me the whole day, stays cold, things like that. Right now it's really just under development. I'm working on the videos at the moment for recipes to post to YouTube. You can check out my YouTube channel of youtube.com/themaximumevolution. You can email me at maximumevolution30@gmail.com. If you want to get a hold of me, ask me more questions about that. At the moment, you can go to the website, but it doesn't have any content on it at the moment. Reason being is I just started it last week. I took a dive, bought the domain, and just working through everything, working through getting keyword research done, working on my YouTube videos, as I mentioned earlier. It'll also be on Vimeo. And finally, the final source of business opportunity I'm working on is one of my good friends, John. He contacted me on Friday about an opportunity for along the lines of a car dealership. I won't go into much more detail on that, but I ended up hanging out with him on Friday, and my other friend Chris, who I always love hanging out with. They're both audio enthusiasts, both drive great, amazing cars, and we always have a good time together. I wrote my blog post over the weekend about it. We ended up going down to Westchester to hang out with some Cars and Coffee group that I found on a forum. My girlfriend's moving down to Westchester soon, so I was kind of searching to see what type of car scene they have down there, and try to kind of build a network of people I can kind of get in contact with, I can meet, I can hang out with, and it just happened to be that the guys that I met at the Cars and Coffee were just some fantastic guys, very open, really tight group, but they all had lifestyles that I was wanting to live. They had the dream cars I want, and the best opportunity about that is that when you go to stuff like you go to anything, for me it was the Cars and Coffee or just an auto race. Everyone you meet there is a networking opportunity. You don't know, based off of how someone's dressed, how someone talks, how someone acts, of what they could bring to you or what opportunities they could open up to you. And so the biggest advantage you have as an entrepreneur, as any type of startup or business owner, is to always be talking to everyone you meet. You never know what you might find out. At Cars and Coffee, I met a couple young guys that have run an app business. Both of them sold out, and they're very well off at the moment. They're trying to start up a new business. I met a couple older guys that are VPs at major corporations, but they just talk about how they manage their personal finances, how they were able to afford their cars, and it just inspires me, and I hope that inspires you to to learn and to get more comfortable with talking to strangers, talking to completely random people that you meet at your local coffee shop, to any hobby that you have. If you go to a hobby store, if you go to a grocery store, if you go to any event, you don't need to go to a specialized event of a networking event or a career fair to actually meet people. People are out there all the time, and people love to share their opportunities and their goals, and how they got to places. That's one of the best things. just think about yourself. If someone asked you how you got to where you were, wouldn't you want to tell them? Wouldn't you want to, tell them your story, good or bad? People love to just talk, and people are always looking for an opportunity for someone to ask them questions, and it also makes just things a lot more less, or makes things less awkward when you're standing in line at a coffee shop just to randomly start talking to someone. And you don't have to have an hour conversation. It can just be 5-10 minutes standing in line waiting for your coffee. Exchange phone numbers, exchange email addresses. If you have business cards, just give them one, get theirs, and reach out after. The typical networking things. Create value for them and for yourself. Find out what they like, find out what you like. Share opportunities with them, share your thoughts with them. Send them an article if you think it's going to be something valuable for them, for their company, for their job, for something they mention as a hobby. Just continue to reach out, continue to extend your network. You never know what's going to happen and who you might meet, and where those networking opportunities will take you. So I just want to do that quick vlog. Hopefully there will be more of this. I'm trying to do 2 to 3 a week. And best of luck to everyone. And check out my website, michaelestabrooks.com, and sleekstockphotos.com, maximum-evolution.com. All those are the 3 websites I mentioned in this post, or in this vlog. Have a great day, and I'll talk to everyone later. Bye.